Hi folks, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Now this is Project Rat Trailer, part 38 now, getting up there. Got the last few snagging things to do. We really are rushing to a point where this is almost finished. I've got this week off work and I'm getting through one every day, maybe two, just to get these jobs done, get them knocked off. Because next week I'm back to work and I'm back to that cycle of having 4 or 5 days where I just can't get in the garage. And today I want to make a little bit more progress. I've got one job I want to do today. It's not a big job, but it's an important one. Somebody said to me a while ago, quite a funny comment, are you going to drill a hole in this thing, otherwise you're going to have a mobile pond, which is quite funny. So yes, I'm going to put a drain hole in it, but I don't want to put the drain hole in and leave it as an open hole. It's got to be something I can seal up and unbung, because obviously I don't want water coming up through it either. So that's the task for today, is to get something, to go out and saw something. And when I was in the plumb centre yesterday getting the grip fill for yesterday's video, I saw this item and it's brilliant. I want to show you what that is and how we're going to fit it in. It's going to be a bit of messing around, a bit of, I haven't got the right tool for what I need to do, so I've got to use a bit of ingenuity, a bit Heath Robinson, but I'll get it done. So stick around, stay tuned. See what happens to that. Alright, so this is what I came up with. I looked at expensive plugs and strainers and like plug holes with plugs in would look quite smart, but it just added up silly money and they were too bulky. This thing's brilliant. All this is a strainer. It's the sort of thing that hairdressers bung in the sink so that hair doesn't go down it, and then when they need to they can just seal it back up. Now whether I have the strainer bit there or not is irrelevant, because that is separate or kind of academic or incidental, whatever you want to call it, to the rest of it. That seals nicely and that will go in the corner in there, and I think that will do a perfect job. Underneath I can just seal around it. I'll seal around there so the water won't come in from underneath, and that will give me a great way to lift up, drain out any water and put it back in. Right, I think this is better if it goes as far in the corner as possible. Obviously that is innermost, that's inside the actual width. There's the metal underneath here which comes in probably about 10 mil, which is ideal because I'm not drilled through the metal. So I think that could go right there. And look at the biz. Can't go over the gap because I don't want to start cutting through this gap. I know it's sealed through there, but I want it in one piece. So I think that's where it needs to be. In the middle. Roughly there. Doesn't have to be too accurate, it's not a precision part. And that gives me the middle. And then the size of that is working on the principle that that's an 1 3/4 inch hole. Make it easier for myself. That will need a 50 mil hole. So 25. Yep, 50 mil hole. Right. Okay, now in the end, it's come down to your maths lesson at school. See, I told you it was a reason for it. Now you're not supposed to use the drill bits in the drills, but I am. And it works a treat. Right, it's going to chain drill this thing. Halfway, I'm only going through halfway, and then I'll come through from the back, otherwise it will splinter out. Rightio, there we are. This time should be able to go straight through. So there we go. A hole without splintering. It's gone from both sides of the board without splitting and splintering out and splitting down here, although it shouldn't do because this grip stuff, this sand and bitumen stuff should hold it from splintering. And now I've just got to file that round so I can get the bung in. Okay, a bit more yet. And that looks like it. One drain plug. Right. Let's get some grip fill. Nice squishy bed for it to sit on. Now, if the behaviour of yesterday's grip fill is anything to go by, good thing with this stuff, it goes like a plasticine after about half an hour, and I'll be able to trim that off and it'll be a nice clean finish. Oop. There. Now the idea is I'm going to paint up to this so I get as much of this off as I can. Oh, very handy. Look at that. Alright, there we are. Now, just want to hold it still. So there we are. That was part 38 of Project Rat Trailer. I always appreciate you watching. It's one of those projects that's now got to the boring stage. It's just bits and bobs. It's quite interesting to do. From my point of view, doing it, I'm quite enjoying it, but I can't imagine it's massively interesting to watch. It's just bits and bobs really now. So that plug's now in. That's a great idea that I came up with just through walking around the plumbing store, and I spotted it on the shelf. That'll work perfectly, and that's a bit what rat bikes and survival bikes are all about. When we look at this trailer, I've got garden chain, I've got bathroom plug, I've got bedroom curtain finials, I've got sand off the beach, I've got rubber off an old tyre. We've just made this from all kinds of different things, and that's really what it's all about. I really enjoy it for that reason alone. It's just great fun. So those weights will press down there for sort of 24 hours. That will really grip that in, and then it's number plate, reflectors, and a coat of paint. And I think we're nearly there. I keep saying that, and then I find something else. There we go. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. I always appreciate your commitment and your support and all the great comments. I'll try and answer every single one if I get time. And ride safe. It's winter time now. It's -degrees most of the northern hemisphere. Take it steady. Let's all make it through the spring. Ride safe. See you next time.